Hi there, I'm Charles Marsala. I'm on the Atherton City Council. One of my assignments is emergency preparedness. I'm here today with John Johnston of the Menlo Park Fire District, reporting with the San Mateo Fire Protection District, which also administers a website for our readiness. It's called smcready.org. We work with San Mateo and the county, Menlo Fire does, to be first response, to do drills. We actually have a drill coming up on April 21st for earthquake preparedness. So the other things that you need to know about is there's also H1N1 that the county's working on. We expect a third wave to come. First responders have been vaccinated. Vaccines are there. It's an annual vaccine that you should get. Severe weather, an earthquake, a terrorist attack, major accidents, these are all reasons why we need to be prepared in the county and in our towns for how to respond to these instances. One of the things that we do besides practice drills is also work with Menlo Fire to have kits ready and to do training. One of the things in a kit that's often recommended is that the power is going to go out. So you'd want to have a regular phone that doesn't use power. Normally a lot of our phones, the handheld, you need to have electrical power to work with. You might also have some cash on hand because the ATMs will go down. Small bills, quarters, a good variety of cash is a great way to go to be prepared. Copy your driver's license, passport, major documents. Maybe send this to a friend, put it in a safety deposit box in case there's a fire and you're not able to grab this right away. Have on your phone ICE in case of emergency. This way you can call one person, or if someone finds your phone because you're not able to dial out, they can call someone and let them know they found you, you're okay. That person may be in another state. They're able to then reach out to your network of family and friends and saying they're okay, or this is what's going on, because the phone lines will be jammed. Texting is a great way, because with texting you can get through to lines that may not be open, regular phone lines. Having a good pair of shoes under your bed is another idea, because a lot of times there's broken glass. So when you're trying to get out of a house, knowing where to have shoes that are usable is important. Having good kits on hand as well. First aid, food, water. We recommend at least 72 hours, but normally you should have as much as a week's worth of food and water on hand to take care of these emergencies when they do happen. One of the things that I've found that's really enjoyable is these wind-up. Batteries may go dead. If you want a flashlight or radio, they're out there, and then this works as a flashlight. It also works as a radio, and you can turn it on, and you can listen to what's going on and get advice as to how to handle and where you should be. These are available at hardware stores. Many places online have these kits. Now, John is going to show us one of the big things is gas, and I'll turn it over to you to explain to us what that situation is like.
Yeah, one of the things that most people are concerned about is when do I shut off my gas and or my electricity to my home after an earthquake. The main thing to remember is to utilize those utilities. Leave them on unless if you have a confirmed fire or a gas leak or electrical problem. If you do have a gas leak, you can actually shut off the gas at the appliance itself if you notice that the appliance is there. Otherwise, you can use your tool, which you can get at any safety hardware store. And this gas line, you'll see here for the valve, it's going to be straight up and down with the valve. You want to turn it so it's perpendicular, and that will actually shut it off. For your electrical, you're only going to shut off your electrical once again when you have a problem. If you can isolate where the problem is, then you want to shut off those breakers. Otherwise, you can shut off the main if it's a problem, especially if you have a gas leak. But otherwise, these utilities will be helpful during your recovery process to be able to heat up food, etc.
So when you're shutting off your gas, when we had the Loma Prieta, people waited weeks to get their gas back on. It's important to know when to turn it off and when to turn it on, or any tips you want to give us on that?
Again, mainly, you want to just shut off your gas when it's only necessary to do so. When you have a confirmed gas leak, gas has a natural odor, or an odor that is actually added to it. So you want to shut it off only at the appliance, or you can shut off your main gas if you have a confirmed leak or a fire.
Okay. And John, one of the things I have here is a Cert Kit. So tell us about the CERT program.
The CERT program is a program that it's being offered free to all residents within the Menlo Park Fire Protection District. And if you are actually interested in joining a CERT team and receiving the training, you can contact Carol Parker at 650-688-8415. Or you can visit our website at www.menlofire.org. But being part of a team, you will actually receive training in how to be prepared and how to react within your community so that you will be responsible for your own home and within your community.
Now, is there also ham radios and responders with CERT? Do residents get involved with that too?
We do. We've trained over 600 residents within our community to date. Ham radios is one of the communication methods that is utilized throughout the county if there's an emergency and main forms of communication go down. So there are many different resources that we do have available.
What about, how long is the CERT program? How many classes, how many hours?
It's 6 days, and they're about 10 hours of classes that you're going to be able to utilize. So it is a small amount of investment in your time to help being part of your community.
And one of the great things about the CERT, actually, I did it a couple of years ago, and it's still the same format, that's why I was checking, is that you learn first aid, you learn how to go through a house and look through a house that's been hit by an earthquake or building. You know, most of the time we have to realize is that when that happens, our first responders, our fire, our police, they're going to have so much activity that they need residents to help. We need to be trained to assist and do those first responders, or often we are the first responders on a site where we can step in. And even in a plane crash recently, someone on the plane was CERT trained. They knew how to take care of things before the first responders got there. And this program is very comprehensive to give you the basics on each aspect. There's about 6 areas that you really need to know how to handle during an emergency. What to touch, what not to touch, how to take care of first aid, when not to touch someone, and how to triage. So we're fortunate in that the Menlo Fire Protection District is one of the best in the nation. I think, just went to Haiti, or are going. I know we're at Katrina, went to the World Trade Center, have been overseas. So we have in our backyard one of the best in the nation as far as first responders. Thanks, John.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks for watching. To join the smarter conversation, visit marsalaforla.com.